Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? I hope everybody's feeling good and great and all of that shit. Because today was a beautiful day here. I'm sure it was probably beautiful all over the place, I guess. I don't know, but it was definitely a beautiful day here in New York, y'all. I was working out. As y'all can see, I have on my active wear, not just whatever I'm late. But yeah, it was a great day, and I hope that you enjoyed it and got yourself outside and got you some sun and all that shit. So anyway, y'all know what today is, and today is Sex Tip Tuesday. Bitch, Sex Tip Tuesday. Bitch. Okay, so they be doing Tyrese dirty and shit. Kaya call him Cryin because he's always on some interview crying, but which is good though. He shows his emotions. Most men need to be able to let it out because y'all be doing all types of crazy fuck shit because you're not in control of your emotions. But anyway, so he was on the Breakfast Club, and yeah, let's just listen to just let's check this shit out real quick.
I could ever replace my mama. I could ever fill the void of what it's like to wake up and get married and want to be in something for the rest of your life, and it goes away.
You're making me cry.
Get Tyrese some tissue. Yeah,
I don't need no tissue.
Man, you U.S. man.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I love you.
You've been holding this
do
in
you
the whole
understand
interview,
how much power it is in letting it go?
Yeah, because you've been holding it the whole interview. I've been watching you.
You asked me the question.
I did, but I mean, I'm still getting you.
You should have never asked the question.
I love you.
If you didn't want to see.
I love you, brother. I love you. I love you.
How hard it's been to get through.
I love you. I love you, black man.
Okay, do you not cry?
Absolutely.
You might not bring it to the radio.
Absolutely.
But this is what being grown is.
Thank you, brother.
I'm not doing this.
I need one. My makeup gonna mess up.
Hear me.
My concealer is sitting.
Okay, so Tyrese is upset that, about, the loss of his mom. He's going through a lot of emotions. And also he said he got married to not get divorced. But how many times you gonna say that, Tyrese? How many times you gonna say it? Like we got it the first time when you said it. And you still saying it. Let's say you can't be heartbroken. But you are a public person, and people already done heard you say that, and now you're saying it again. And then on top of that, you got another girl, like whoever the chick is that you involved with right now, who you said that is I don't know, she's just this light to you or whatnot. But you always going back to that, and then crying about that. Like what the fuck? Like I wonder how that make her feel. That he's always going back to that. And I think that maybe he's also talking about it because I believe that it's hitting his pockets real motherfucking hard. Like hitting them shits. Like this bitch she can't get off his motherfucking ass. For that one baby. Shit. So he probably upset about that too. Maybe it's the money side or whatnot. Because he also said, although I've been put that, he was like, yo, I haven't contacted her, whatever. But still, just because you ain't contact nobody don't mean that they ain't in your mind, in your spirit, and in your hearts. Because that's what you giving. And if I was your girl, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But if I was the girl, I would be like, yo, I mean, I get that and I'm sure that they have in-depth, I hope that they have in-depth conversations about what the fuck is going on with him and how he's feeling. And like I said, I do believe that she's hitting him hard financially. So that'll take a man like, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, bitch. But then he also said that, he got married to not get divorced. Bitch, shit happened. Life be lifing. And then that happened. And clearly, like, when you was out, because she was with him when he was doing all that old crazy shit, I guess he was on his man. Bitch, where were you at? This is the wife. Where was you at? Like, you just letting him, like, you ain't tell him to take that shit down. Like, where you at? Like, as a wife and a partner. This is y'all partners. Y'all in this shit together. Not just it's not a one-sided situation. It's for both of y'all. Y'all are connected. You a union. But if I was her, whoever this chick is that he is involved with now, I would like. Now I'm only talking from my perspective. Like if I was in a relationship with a man that's constantly talking about this bitch, you going on. Now he's in the public eye, and you off every other turn you talking about this bitch. Like wait a minute, hold on, oh. Like wait a minute. Like you just giving this girl too much. She living in your motherfucking mind. Like for real, for real. Like you let it go. I know for some people it'd be hard for motherfuckers to let shit go because they just be hanging on or whatnot. Then he did say that he would want to get divorced and shit like that. But like I said earlier, life be life and it's over with now. I mean, it's not that you just be like, it's over with. I mean, you gonna go through your shit that you gonna go through. But you still gotta know to let that shit, you doing that too much. If I was her, I would have been like, nah, dude, nah, come over here, Tyrese, you doing too much. Come on, we gotta have a conversation. Because why you keep talking about this bitch? And like he talked about the girl that he's with, like just a tad bit. Maybe because he feel connected because they got a baby and all that shit. And then she also taking him to the cleaners, like I said, for that money. So that'll hurt a man too. You taking all his bread, bitch. Like, wait a minute, ho. But then she's a mixy chick. She's Jamaican and Ecuadorian. Huh. Mixy chicks, they be different. I'm telling you, them bitches be different. They be different. Different. I'm not saying all you bitches, but they be different. Like, for real. Like, they feel like the fucking sun and the moon motherfucking rise and fall on them and shit. Like, it's just because of them that the shit happens. Because, you know, the narrative that Caucasians put is that, you know, that Caucasian women are the most beautiful, the most desirable, and all this old fuck shit that they be saying. But let me tell you something that happened to me today. So I'm in the store. Whatever. You all been working out. It's hot. So I got on my little short shorts. You know, the legs is out. Like, I mean, out. I got some short shorts. These are my real short shorts. You know what I'm saying? And they fit me like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm on my bike and then I go work out and shit. So I noticed when I went in the store today, there was some Caucasian chicks. They all said, all y'all bitches is Caucasian. You're Hispanics, you're Asian, Native Americans, like, all y'all motherfuckers, because all y'all have like the same aesthetic. So I believe that like they was like I believe they was Hispanic, whatever, some Caucasian bitches. And when I walked in the store with all legs, like these bitches did like, you know, like they try to act like, you know, like if you at work, like, especially if you doing customer service and shit like that, like how the fuck you ignore that? But that's called like you being insecure within yourself though, bitch. It's a lot of that's going on. So, bitch, you are, and although they know they be pushing that shit, but ho, y'all already know who it really motherfucking is, who we bringing a motherfucking flavor and the motherfucking pain, bitch, and it ain't you. But Tyrese, if I was your girl, I'd be like, you gotta cut your shit. But wait, he also said this shit right here too.
When divorces happen, women aren't the only one that are devastated. When a miscarriage happens, women are not the only one that you should be checking on. When you can't put food on the table because your career goes up and then it goes down, stop calling, skipping over the man, and just checking on the woman. This is real shit out here. I'm a white...
A very valid point that he made. Like when something is going on, like don't just always just check up on the female. Check up on the husband too, or the male too. Because a lot of people do that when there is like something that's going on, like within the relationship, or whatever. Like everybody is more attentive to the woman. But you should also ask about the man too. The one thing I do like about Tyrese is that he don't have a problem with crying and showing his emotions. A lot of people don't do that. Men, I mean. They let that shit be bottled up and just let it like control them to the way to where it's like intense and uncomfortable and disastrous, honey. So he get an applause for that. For fucking showing his emotions and not being afraid to it. And I was also happy that Charlamagne gave him a hug. You know what I'm saying? I like to see men, you know, embrace another man. especially when they need it, or just embrace them. Period. Just like ain't no gay shit. Just just some love, because love is a beautiful thing. So since we talk about emotion, now this motherfucking video, I can't even show y'all this shit because they probably gonna kick me up. There was some like y'all know it's on Twitter because Twitter is on next level crazy shit. Twitter is next level fucking crazy. So it was this one girl. This relationship was so fucking toxic. Oh my Lord Jesus. So it was the girl and the guy. They look like they're pretty young, like in their 20s. Why they got a gun around? I don't know. It looked like the girl, like he was sitting up on something, and she came up to him, was like, I guess like she was kind of tussling with him, like trying to hit him or whatever, and also tried to, I guess, I don't know, but she was hitting him, and then so he grabbed the gun, and she's like, you ain't gonna pop shit, you ain't gonna do shit. So she had backed up, and she said, you ain't gonna pop shit, you ain't gonna do, like real, like, bitch, you crazy type shit. That motherfucker said, cluck, cluck, blah, blah, blah. Yo, I said, no, do you two people know that y'all don't belong together? Neither one of you motherfuckers is ready. You're not emotionally ready. You was so fucking toxic, but y'all probably do all y'all do is fight, probably, I guess. But it was a gun, and this one, and she said that, and that motherfucker let loose on her motherfucking ass. I say that. And I can't show that video, but I say that because no emotions. Like this dude, that guy could not show like any emotions. Like he didn't know how to assess them. To be like, no, this is a female. This is my girl. I'm assuming that was his girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, why as a man would I shoot a woman? Now I can understand like if she trying to kill you or something, but it wasn't that. That wasn't the case. Like you could have easily got up, walked away, assessed it, move on. But they're in a toxic relationship. You can tell that shit from just the 3-second fucking clip on Twitter that something was not right within that motherfucking relationship. If you people don't. Well, parents, have conversations with your children. But then again, there's so many parents who shouldn't even be parents who how could you? Because you don't even know what the fuck to do or what not. It's awful. It is really awful. So now both of their lives done changed. I don't know if he unalived this girl or not, but he going to jail. So she in the hospital, got to recover from her wounds if she's still alive. And he's going because you couldn't assess your emotions. Because nobody never taught you and you don't know. And sometimes, you know what, and since we on that shit, sometimes some women equate violence with love. I have heard a man tell me that. Like, I guess he used to go upside his girl's head, and this was his words to me. He was like, she said that I ain't think you love me unless you hit me. What the fuck was going on in your house? Bitch, did you say some shit like that? No, that's a wild ass shit. That is some extremely wild ass shit. But you know what you know, and you know what you don't know. Love is kind, love is gentle, love is trying to come to an understanding. But if we don't have these conversations to tell our children or people that we care about, like how this shit is supposed to go, and also how to detect when you see somebody that's like toxic, and to eliminate them from your life. But this shit is going down, child. It's crazy. But I also want to show y'all this shit. So I just found out about Dr. Bryant. Oh my God, I love her. I do. She was on Cam Newton show, but wait, on Cam Newton's podcast. But this is the wild shit that Cam said.
Me being who I am, I can take anybody and transform them into who I want them to be. A woman cannot do that.
That's not true.
In most cases.
That's not true.
Okay, she's not willing.
No, I'm saying that no man can take a woman and transform her into what he wants her to be. She came in and is willing to allow you to tell her what you want and she'll submit to those. You're not God, and you're not the potter maker. So your hands ain't on no pot, sweetie, taking a woman and conforming. You just don't have that power. You probably would like to, but you don't have that power. You can take her, like I just said before, with the womanizer and the guy who, me being in your studio, and say, baby, these are the qualifications, and she chooses, which is her free will to never be yours, to hit them points or not. And when she chooses to hit them points, you then choose to keep her or you choose to shake her. Because you can never take water. Hold on. You can never take water, baby, and make this 7-Up. You can pour.
Because he's who he is, he can turn anybody into whoever the fuck they want them to be. So they was also over there discussing. Now, I never used these terms. I was just like, oh my God, why is money? Well, yeah, money is important and shit like that. But anyway, the high value man, so a high value man, a high value woman, for what I understand, is somebody who got money, right? You are self-sufficient. You can take care of yourself financially, all that shit, and provide and all that. A man or a woman could be high value. And a high value functioning person is somebody who is mentally okay, who know how to assess situations and move forward with an agreement, or learn to disagree, to agree to disagree without getting all irate and crazy. So, but that's crazy that Cam said that. And the reason why he said that, because, and I'm sure and a whole bunch of cases, like people who don't have money would subject themselves and have morals and values about themselves, would subject themselves to just do whatever motherfuckers would say, or because they got money. Y'all see that shit all the time with motherfuckers who got money, and how people like just pander to them and just like cater to them and do all this shit to them. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about you and all your motherfucking money. Like, that shit ain't got shit to do with me. And I'm not like no snap the finger just cause. And let me tell you a quick, like, I was riding my bike. You know, when it's hot, bitch, I don't like my legs out. I told you I like my legs out. They need to be free. They big. I got big thighs, big calves. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on over here. And so I'm riding my bike, and I was in the Bronx. And he was some sort of Caucasian. You know, I'm a car person. I like a nice car. You know, I see nice cars. I say you are. You say you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my bike seeing shit all the time. So he was in like a nice little, he was in a nice little foreign little something, right? I seen the car. I was like, you know, that's fire. But why this motherfucker did some shit like this? Like, he saw me and was like, he was some sort of Caucasian. He pulled his head all the way out. Like, as if that's supposed to make me, I don't know. Like, how I supposed... Like, because I supposed to stop and be like, yo, can I talk to you? Saying, like, what you think about that? Bitch, no, that definitely don't mean that. I'm definitely not doing that. Another time that happened, one time I was walking down the street, I told this story quite a few times, walking down the block, see this guy in this nice ass foreign little car. He see me, we both look this way, whatever. So we go in the opposite directions. He does a U, come back, and he go further down where he can catch me as I'm coming down the block. So when he gets out of his car, stands and sit like on the side of his car and got his money out and just counting it. But you think I just supposed to be like, oh yeah, you got money. I'm just wanna, hi, how are you? I wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, so let's use their terms. A low value bitch who has no morals and values about her motherfucking self. Because they say like a low value person, somebody who ain't got money. But so what? Because you ain't got money. It don't mean that because you got money that you don't have no morals and values. Bitch, my money ain't up there like that with the, I mean, he had a band. And I was just like, bitch, so what? That shit does not move me. But Cam said that but I believe that shit can happen too. Cause some of you bitches, cause you know, your ex-president said, cause you know, you can do what you want to, you can just grab them by the pussy and it's okay. I have seen it being around celebrities, how bitches act. Like, whoa. Like, whoa. But I like how she broke that shit down. She was like, no, you can't, you know, change nobody. Like, you can't. Y'all heard what she said. But I like Dr. Bryant. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. But she also said this shit right here.
Anyone who I look to that I'd want to be like or admire, I don't have that. That person would be myself. Help me through whatever I'm going through for the clarity. But do I have somebody who I look to that I want to be like? That person is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Act like nobody, be like somebody. It's okay to look at somebody and admire them and compliment somebody or something that you see that's doing something great or something that you know that you admire about a person or whatnot. But to want to be like, no, never that. It's called self-esteem, bitch. For real. Your shit needs to be high. All these things, well, everything's supposed to start at home, but sometimes people don't find it at home. Like, it's through your experiences. And if you learn through your experiences, because some people just don't, unfortunately, like they are really complacent. Like, you do never want to be like that. You want to forever be growing within yourself and being great to you and loving you. All motherfuckers females should be like, you have bad bitch energy about themselves. Who gives a fuck what the world think about you, bitch? You think that about your motherfucking self. Period.
Nothing wrong with that. But I have a strong sense of self, and I don't want what someone else has. I want what is aligned in God's will for me is. And so I have a strong understanding that what's for me ain't gonna look like your healthy relationship. And if I get caught up in I want that or I want it to mirror that, then I may be looking and meeting my husband saying, you don't fit this box, which is called compartmentalizing. And my husband, who's God sent to me after all my work, doesn't need to fit a box. He needs to come authentically who he is. And my job is to love him where he is, how he is, and pray on the ways that I don't understand, because I'm not supposed to lean onto my own understanding. I'm supposed to trust God in all his ways. And when doing that means I'm not looking for anything externally to idolize. When I have myself in God and I know that who my husband is, I will feel it. I don't have to see it in someone else's world. And the other thing is we got to be careful with wanting what somebody else has from the optics, because it can look like we want this beautiful mansion and we go in that house, excuse my language, that motherfucker's more homeless than people who sleep on the street. Because just because you got 4 walls and you have a marble floors and you have a gated home and you have a 10,000 or 20,000 square foot home doesn't mean that thing ain't more homeless than the person who's in a high-rise apartment or a person who's in a single apartment living in downtown LA and they're a student who's poor. Okay, that has nothing to do with it. So I'd rather have a little apartment with my husband and baby, we got wealth, than be in a big mansion like a lot of people have done and be homeless in that thing. And I'm sitting here creating this image for my people to admire me, but I'm dying in the inside. When you talk about resources and people, I don't want no friends around me who can see me as a mansion, but let me die as a homeless person internally. I'm good. And nor do I want to be the woman who says, I want what Cam and this woman has. Not knowing that when this woman goes wherever she going, she's really speaking the real about what y'all got going. But she not going to tell me, because she wants me to keep feeding her trauma, which is that mask and that costume she's wearing, to make people think that relationship is good. I'll pass. I'll take what God has for me, and I will continue to pray for those who I see have a healthy relationship and support them. But I don't want nothing nobody has, because it's not mine. And if it ain't yours, y'all, you can't keep it. You can't sustain it. So stop wanting things that ain't yours. Stop wanting things that don't belong to you. That's called despair. Get you some help. get you some healing, get you a sense of self, and start wanting things that are yours. And then you may not end up with a man who's beating your ass because you thought he was putting her on jets and buying her Birkin bags and taking her to nice restaurants when she was going home getting her ass beat. But you wanted it though, right? Be careful what you ask for. Start asking God, reveal to me what I'm saying I want, so I understand the transparency of it. God, reveal to me what's mine.
So she broke that shit down. Is there any much more I should say about this shit? No, not really. But I will say this, that is true. Like, you can't be looking at somebody else and fantasizing or looking at like somebody who has like this like I just talked about that about the man and the woman, and the married woman was married to the husband. She had a son, and how the son and the husband was fucking. But they lived in a very nice house, you know what I'm saying? They were high valued. But this motherfucker was fucking her motherfucking son. They fucking. Child. But anyway, yeah. Just because, somebody else have like this and that, bitch, you cannot. I mean, it's okay to like somebody else's shit and see somebody else's shit, but what is for you is what is for you, and also you have to get in line with God, and also and this material shit that everybody is so worked up on about. Now we know we are governed by money, and we have to have money, and yes, we all know these things, but for you to allow that shit to sink in your soul, like just so much, like it's horrifying to me. Horrifying to me to see that shit. Like, motherfuckers, and there's so many motherfuckers out here doing anything for the bread. And taking all types of shit from a motherfucker who is so-called that is taking care of you, or what, he's financially taking care of you, but yet treating you like shit. It was so funny that she said that. I just did a podcast with her name. Girl, I forgot your name. Y'all know I don't know nobody's name. But anyway, we had a great conversation. We was on the motherfucker for like 2 hours. And she was a Caucasian lady. Like, you know what I'm saying? I liked her a lot. And so she had said that in the same situation, this was her situation, that she was with this man, an older man. She's a young lady. I think she was like in her late 20s, early 30s. And she met this man, an older man, who could have been like in his 60s or something, who just took care of her. Like, just took care of her. And she was living in the house and all that old shit, that big old house, and it was lonely, and he was never there because he was always working and shit like that. But she had this house, had a nice car to drive, and nice clothes and bags and all the things, but yet she was lonely. But the great thing I liked about her is that she looked at herself and realized, like, yo, what the fuck am I doing with myself as a person? This man know who he is, and he's doing what he needs to do for himself and making sure that he living comfortably, and he's a high value. This is words they want to use, and all that little shit. But what about me? What am I doing for myself? I'm just sitting back, getting taken care of with this old ass man. You have to have some morals and values about yourself, ladies. Like, and also some. What are you adding value to this world? We are all here to like serve in some sort of way, because God gave everybody something that you can utilize for the human race. Like, and you just have to implement that shit. But child, listen, ladies, and men too. You have to think for your motherfucking self, for real, when it comes now. I'm not in no motherfucking relationship. You know we talk about sex and shit. But you really, really do. You have to do a lot of self-reflecting about yourself. You, bitch, like, and you can't be worried about somebody else's shit, because somebody else's shit is their shit. They ain't your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, also on the large scheme of things, I mean, yeah, if you was to get married to somebody and then y'all, you know, you living like that, you getting well taken care of, then more likely, like when y'all get divorced, you know, you gonna get your little alimony, and if you have children, you gonna, get your what the fuck is that shit called? Child support and all that. But people be in it for the check. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, cut the check. They in a relationship for the motherfucking check. Listen, if y'all not emotionally connected, how the fuck, where y'all going? What we doing? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But people, for real, I would suggest that y'all go and watch that shit. It's like 2 hours and stuff. But then his shit is always pretty lengthy. But it was a very good interview. I could tell that Cam was getting a little annoyed with her or whatnot. I'm glad that she stood her ground vocally. Because like I said before, like when it's men and women conversations, like I find that men they can kind of skip over women and like just try to like ignore you or whatever the fuck, but you have to, women gotta stand, like it'd be like, you gotta interject, because if not, they'll just totally. And she was holding her shit down. I love women like that. Yes, I do. But I shout out to Dr. Bryant and Cam, because I like his show. He's doing a great thing, honey. But anyway, y'all know my name is Real. I'm an intimacy coach / seductress with a service called Seductive Art. And I will be having my next Seductive Art workshop in November. I will let y'all know the first week in September when, where, and how much. And I hope y'all come and join me, because we're doing all the things: the visual stimulation, real sex talk, and ESS, erotic, sexual, and seductive dance. So don't forget to bring your heels. It's going to be fun, informative, and we're going to talk, and it's going to be the sex. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the sad, because it can be all of those things. And y'all also know I'm an author. The title of my book is called Quickie. It's 7 short erotic stories. Read while you fuck while you read. As well as I am a designer. The name of my brand is Real Nice by Real. Right now I have something I Like Us tees that I hand painted and put did the jewels on it. You can go and check it out on Etsy. That's where I'm selling it at. And I also have some swimwear. Although it's about to be over, so yeah, and all the things. And also, if I resonate with you, you know what to do. Please click that. I would appreciate that. And y'all know how we leave this motherfucker. Be generous, be kind, be focused, be humble, be a great listener, be a part of your community. Black people, be black and proud. Be about your motherfucking money. Be a part of your community. Be on your health. Be great at what you're great at. Be just an all-around good person and move with great intentions. And in the midst of we doing all that, because all we doing is high value. we try to get that money too, stop playing. But high frequency shit, which is like connected to the most high. And in the midst of you doing all of that, don't you think twice. And that is, you always be you. Because God made you perfectly just as you are. Until we meet again, y'all have a great night. Peace.